Hey guys, welcome back to the Aggressive Aries channel, and I'm your girl Shawnee, and we're back. We're talking about the family Chantel, and boy, is a royal mess. I'm like, they be naming these episodes the correct name sometimes, because I was like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna waste no time, because you know I can ramble forever. you know, um, so we pick back up in Manila. Um, so okay, sorry, I had to just remember where I was. So, um, so they leave the bar after they've had a few drinks, and then Anjanette told Royal she could go back where he came from. And you don't say that to a black person, boo. You just don't say that. No matter where you are, you never say that. That's just, you don't say that. Don't say that to anybody. But definitely don't say it to black people. That's like triggering wounds that some of us, don't get me started. But anywho, so yeah, you can see Royal's anger issues coming through. I'm like, ooh, the real Royal's about to show up now. And then he gonna bum rush almost to the producers, and they got Winter over here being the tackle. I'm like, is this why Winter, you know, because you had to protect people sometimes? Is this why you know, sometimes people build an armor for reasons? I don't know. But I'm just like, come on, y'all. Why is the little sister playing referee? Why y'all got her doing it? Where's security? Security? um, but yeah, Anjanette was like, oh, he's a believing. I was like, ooh. Like, you know, little Puss in Boots, ooh. I was like, no, she didn't. Anjanette, you better get your life, girl. Yay. But the girls, her friends really don't think that he is in love with her, and I completely, I might be there. I kind of feel him a little bit. But anyway, we flash back to Dominican Republic with Nicole and her married boyfriend and Lydia. Nicole is ashamed of her mom because of the way she did, because of the way she acted, and it was just like, it was really awkward, and it was like, and like the reason why she threw his bags out was because it's like, how dare you bring a suitcase to my house looking like you about to be here for a whole month? Like, it's not about to happen. This is not my daughter's house. Y'all better go get a hotel or something if y'all want to be rendezvousing and whatnot. You ain't doing that in my house. I feel mom. Like, come on now. Like, Nicole, really? Did you think that really was gonna fly? With his cheap perfume and his painted beard. Mm. Um, But then the mom agrees that, you know, that she'll think about having another conversation with him after this whole entire ordeal. Um, we're back in Manila, and Jeanette decides to stay in a different hotel. One, because I'm sure she was scared for her life, because all the things that Royal has told her, and on top of that, I'm sure she's probably scared of Royal. So, yeah. And then he gives her flowers. He gives her flowers, and like, you could just see through his face that he really does not care. Like, his deflection, dissociation, whatever it is, I can see why she's miserable. I can see why. The fact that he was literally sitting there like he was in a business meeting talking to his wife, I just was not feeling it. Like, seriously? So her friends came with her. Um, and every time they asked questions, he never responded with his eyes open. Like, you guys ain't, I don't see you. That's all I kept, I don't see you from Royal. Like, that's basically, I don't think he sees her. Like, I think he lost a lot of trust before she came to America because of some things that she was doing. And then he also has been going back and forth with the family saying things too. So it's like they both just as guilty with this, and it's just like y'all just need to have a family meeting. Um, and then not Pedro, Royal says that Chantel made it up because the family was more accepting of Anjanette than Pedro. And the fact was, Pedro was on their side. So for him to even say that, and the fact that you were sitting here spilling the tea to your sister the whole time, really? You really just gonna sit here and lie and just say you don't know the whole thing? You don't know nothing? Deny. Yeah, Royal, deny. Whew. Gosh, Royal, you pissing me off, and I'm not even in the room. And then she said she'll leave him if he continues to act this way. Now, I don't blame her. So the family has a meeting, minus Royal, and they're basically discussing some new drama that's happening in the family while they're in Manila. So, I don't know why the name, I think it's Ransom or Ransom, but I'm guessing it's Ron's son. So, Anjanette's mother, because we don't know yet, mother is messaging Ransom in America. The grandmother wants to know why this lady is messaging her son too. And I think he's married or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I'm just like, and they were just like, Anjanette, like, Karen was basically saying her side of the story. Now we have Karen's side of the story. Now, I realize that Royal likes to pit the females in his families against each other, is what he likes to do. But they see your games, Royal, okay? And Anjanette supposedly told Royal not to be a mama's boy, and she thinks Anjanette came with a baby bump, and that's why they got married a week while they were here when they had 90 days. Karen believes that her son Royal was trying to keep Anjanette's honor, which could be true. Mom had her suspicions, but she never really knew, and she didn't even know anything about the miscarriage because they didn't even tell her. And she's just like, is she coming to America to take advantage of Royal? And she's like, one for all and one, her. So, in the middle of her little rant, Royal barges through the door. Now, my question is, did production tell him they were having a family meeting without him? Production, did you do that? Because that seems like something you would do. Because how did he just barge in there like that? Like, that didn't make no sense. He just came out of nowhere like, pop goes Weasel. Like, that was weird to me. Anybody else thought that weird? But I was like, oh. And they're like, oh, Royal, sit. I'm not sitting. Why, Royal? Because I want the camera angles to myself. Like, in like the fun time, like, the father is actually, damn, I had pictures of this. The father was, was not smiling for once. That was new. He usually has this kind of crazy grin on his face, but he did not this time. So at the end, Karen asked her son Royal why Anjanette's mom is messaging Ransom, and he just thinks it's a bunch of BS, and he doesn't believe anything that they're saying at this point. He's just blind or whatever. I don't know. And then he just tells his family to go home. They were like, "You don't need to be here. Clearly you're not here for my wedding. You can go. So he was like, this is a cesspool of lies. And he doesn't believe anybody, and he calls his family crazy and walks out the room. Then he proceeds to hold the door closed while Chantel and his mother try to come outside to talk to him. Is this guy crazy? Is this what he does to his wife at home? Locks her indoors and like pulls the door shut so she can't get out? Like, is anybody else thinking this, or is it just me? These are red flags. Hello? If my thing is, it takes a crazy person to call another person crazy. Royal, sweetie, I think you're a little crazy. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, now does it, Royal? Because I think you got your, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your mom especially. Like, she took you out, she got you out of her room, and she can end you too. You better not come for Karen. So now we back in the DR. Alejandro brings her to meet his family and friends, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Why are we bringing your mistress to your family house? Like, why? So the friends say, like, you know, Nicole, he's in love with Nicole, they never seen him like this before, and blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, this guy showers all his girlfriends in gifts, and then Nicole just didn't feel special anymore, so she basically made a big huge hoopla, stormed off and left. I was like, girl, you look just like your mama right now. But girl, I would have left too. I wouldn't want to hear that. I want to know that I'm special. I want to know that somebody's taking care of, like, spoiling me. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to know that your friends play delivery man for your gifts. That's not cool. Why are your friends playing a delivery man? You tell them to get a job at Amazon. But anyway, I said Nicole had left the building. She was like, bye. Her and those ripples have left the building, okay? She's like, and she's just like, you know, I think my mom is right. This is stupid. Oh. But she was just like, you know, I now see where my mom is coming from. If he can do this to you, if he's doing this to you, he probably has done this to other girls. And she's probably not wrong. I mean, some guys think every girl's love language is gifts. And sometimes that's just what guys do. He could be being a player, and he could just be being sincere. We don't know. I don't care. I wish he would just go. So now we're back in Manila. And Karen is just like, this is more stupid than we ever could have imagined. She was like, so they have another family meeting. What is going on here? They have another family meeting. And this is annoying. I don't like recording off my phone. It's not fun for me. This is why you use your MacBook. But my Windows computer works faster sometimes. It just does. But I just don't like the quality of the camera. And so finally Royal, like, he told them at the meeting that they... Excuse me, sorry, I've been up early this morning trying to binge watch, but she just thinks this whole thing is stupid, and now Royal wants him to come to the wedding, and it's like, Karen's just like, why would we get on a plane all this way if we didn't want to be here to see you get married? And I'm like, facts, like, who wants to go all that way, and they have a 14-hour drive the next day to get to the wedding destination? There wasn't no train or anything? I don't understand. Why isn't there a train or something? Oh, it's the Philippines. Never mind. So, then Royal expressed how he believes that somebody in the family made that account just to stir up drama between him and Anjanette. Really? I mean, it could have. Do you think Chantel has that much time on her hands So Chantel decides to call Ransom to get the tea at 4 a.m. in America. But all he says, yeah, I got a message. I need a picture. Why don't we get screenshots? Like, haven't you heard of receipts? Receipts? I need receipts. I need to be able to see the facts. I don't see no facts. I don't see receipts. I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you're going to tell his mother that none of this is her business. Well, you crazy, bruh. I could never fix my lips to tell my mother that my life ain't her business. My mother has made it a point to make my life her business, okay? Like, come on. Your mom is always going to have your back, whether she's crazy or not, okay? And you crazy too, from what I can see. And then Mom asked Aaron Jeanette why she didn't bring this up before they all came to Manila. But why did she have to embarrass her son in front of everybody? And I'm like, why is this embarrassing? Is this embarrassing because it was in front of the cameras? Or is it embarrassing because I thought we were family? This is supposed to be, this shouldn't be embarrassing. Alright. But yeah, that's how tiring this whole ordeal is to me. Like, it's just like, why? And then so Aaron Jeanette was like, why did you leave me on the street? Karen was like, I would have left you there too. I would have left her there too. Like, bye girl, bye. No, like, you sat here and just trashed my whole brother, like, in front of everybody. Like, granted, you could have just, like, had this conversation with just us and the family, or you could have came to me as your sister-in-law and just said, hey, what's up with your brother? But I don't think Royal lets her do that, because you saw how Royal came and got him got her on girls' night, so I don't think there's that much trust.